I wonder what you think about the technology and the loneliness.
Yeah, no, that makes me sad too. I go out and I see this. I mean, at least in my house, we have like ironclad rules about no phones at the table. And it can be hard to enforce. And sometimes
Yeah.
I'm the guilty party.
Yeah.
I'm pulling it out. Oh, let me look up what the weather's going to be. Like, and sometimes it feels silly because why are we having a debate about what did Martin Scorsese win his Best Director Oscar for? Why are we debating this? I can look it up in a few seconds. It was The Departed, by the way. But why? Like, it seems silly. Why would we keep our phones in our pockets when the answers are right there? And I really think like the strong ironclad rules are useful, because what that ultimately does is it forces us to engage like actual humans. And you know what? If you want to look up something later, like, write it down on a napkin. We still have napkins and we still have pens.
Yeah. And these days with AI chatbots, it would be very hard to have a conversation that proposed genuine questions without being able to consult your phone. Like what could you talk about that wouldn't have some sort of logic to, oh, well, I could just pull out my phone and ask that. Like it
Yeah,
seems you have
right.
to have the rule, because if you just were trying to be the most efficient with your conversation, then
Yes.
you would talk to a chatbot.
Yeah, that's exactly correct. And I think what people often, we get together in many cases because it's enjoyable to share stories with each other. There's another like aspect of social connection too that has been underappreciated for a long time. Even the science is like just getting around to this now. And it's like what relationships are collections of memories, of experiences, of stories, and the rituals and in jokes that come from those prior stories and experiences. And that's not to say that in jokes can't arise over chat. You're chatting with your buddies on WhatsApp, and in jokes and rituals arise from that. It can totally happen. But generally speaking, I think live interaction is going to be the way to go to build these things, to share these things. It makes us feel closer to each other, but maybe more than anything else, it makes us feel irreplaceable, because who else can I tell this story? Who else is going to remember this story? Who else is going to remember this history that we have? It's you and me together. And if you weren't here anymore, all of that history is like gone. I mean, it's actually kind of existentially dread inspiring when you think about it, that like all of these memories that I have in my head are bound to other people, and one day those people will be gone. And what happens to all those rituals and memories that are so important to me? So like, okay, while we're here, like let's get together and share them and relive them. It tends to make people inordinately happy with themselves, with life in general, with their relationships when they get a chance to do this. And so, yeah, I'm always saying hang out first and foremost for these reasons.
To go even deeper on these ideas, you can watch my full episode using the link in the description or the box on the screen.